Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 most daring rescues. In this short series, we discover the most dangerous rescue missions ever attempted. Subscribe to follow along and comment on which mission you think should be on this list. In the heart of Nazi-occupied France, a group of brave Allied soldiers embarked on a daring mission known as Operation Jericho. Their mission was simple, yet treacherous: to rescue their comrades from a seemingly impenetrable prison, all while creating a diversion that would cripple the enemy's defenses. It was a chilly February morning in 1944 when a mission was hatched to spring fellow Allied soldiers from a Nazi-run prison. Their target, Amiens Prison, where several high-ranking resistance members and British airmen were held captive. The situation was dire. The prisoners faced almost certain execution if they weren't freed soon. They knew that the success of Operation Jericho depended on precision, speed, and a little bit of luck. The plan involved flying at very low altitude to blow holes in the prison walls, kill German guards, and use shock waves to spring open cell doors. Under the cover of darkness, the squadron took off in their de Havilland Mosquito bombers. These wooden wonders, as they were affectionately called, were incredibly fast and stealthy. Their mission was twofold. First, they had to unleash a torrent of destruction on the prison's walls and watchtowers to create a breach. Second, they had to do it in a way that would fool the Germans into thinking it was an accident, buying the prisoners more time to escape. This episode is brought to you by Relm Wellness. Handmade hemp topicals for pain. Shop products below this video or on our channel page and automatically save 20% at checkout. With nerves of steel, they descended upon the prison like avenging angels. They unleashed their payloads on the prison's walls and watchtowers, creating a fiery spectacle that lit up the sky. The explosions were deafening, and the ground shook as if the very earth was protesting the Nazi occupation. As the chaos ensued, the Allies jammed German radio frequencies, causing mass confusion among the enemy forces. German soldiers scrambled to respond to the unexpected attack, unable to coordinate their efforts effectively. Inside the prison, the resistance members and British airmen seized the opportunity. Armed with makeshift weapons and unyielding determination, they fought their way out of their cells and into the chaos outside. The French resistance was waiting on the outside to rescue prisoners and spirit them away. While the rescue was daring, it also came at a high cost. Of the 832 prisoners, 102 were killed by the bombing, 74 were wounded, and 258 escaped, including 79 resistance members and political prisoners. Two-thirds of the escapees were recaptured. 2 Mosquitoes and a Typhoon fighter escort were shot down, and another Typhoon was lost at sea. The circumstances involving the request and the true purpose of the mission are still secret, while it has been purported that the request came from the French resistance, which had members in the prison scheduled to be executed. A post-war investigation by the RAF revealed that resistance leaders were not aware of the raid until the RAF requested a description of the prison. A 2011 BBC television documentary on Operation Jericho speculated the raid may have been intended to divert the attention of German military intelligence from Normandy, where the Allied invasion of France took place on June 6th. The raid is notable for the precision and daring attack, which was filmed by a camera on one of the Mosquitoes.
Prelude to an epic operation by the RAF. 18 Mosquitoes of the 2nd Tactical Air Force, including a squadron of the Royal Australian Air Force, carried out the task led by Group Captain Pickard of Target for Tonight fame. It was to prove his last flight. For security reasons, it has not been possible until now to give a full account of this exploit. In the words of the briefing officer, Mosquitoes are to attack the prison at Amiens to assist more than 100 prisoners to escape. These prisoners are French patriots condemned to death for assisting the Allies. At briefing, the crews detailed for the task learned that the prison was not difficult to find. In order to deceive the Germans as to their destination, the aircraft swung north at a given point and flew to Doullens, where they turned south until they hit the main Albert-Amiens road. This road provided an excellent lead into the target, which lay just to the east of the town of Amiens. 0 hour was midday. At this time last February, the prisoners were to be released by the most welcome raid of the war. It was snowing hard as the aircraft flew out from England at 0 feet across the sea towards the French coast. They were picked up by their fighter escort of 2 Typhoons to each aircraft. So bad was the visibility that they had to fly almost wingtip to wingtip. Out over the channel, the snow stopped and the weather improved. Here is a model of the prison in which the aircraft were on their way to attack. This was used for briefing the crew. At the back, you can see the Albert-Amiens Road, the guide to the target. At each extremity of the prison are the buildings believed to house the Nazi prison guards. The main buildings, in the form of a cross, housed the French patriots. The task of the first 12 aircraft was to breach the wall in 2 places and to destroy the buildings housing the Nazi prison guards. The remaining 6 aircraft were to bomb the prison out of existence should the first attack be a failure, in which case many of the condemned men might be killed by British bombs instead of Nazi bullets. They would at least have a chance to escape. And so to the target itself. You can see the fighters protecting the bombers fly across our path as we run up to the target. The aircraft carrying the cameras will take you over the target after the first 12 aircraft have bombed, and you'll be able to see how successful they have been. And here's the shot again, slowed down. There could be no doubt about the success of the attack. As the aircraft ran over the target, the pilot said he could see men running through a large hole where the wall had been breached. And inside the prison, he could see many others in brown dungarees running for the hole in the wall. The Nazi prison guard quarters are covered with smoke from bursting bombs, and the walls have been breached. With amazing skill, the bomb aimers have blown an exit in the main building. Perfect discrimination in this, one of the most difficult operations of the war. The walls are breached and hardly anything is left standing of the prison guards' quarters. Although some of the patriots were killed by German machine guns as well as by bombs, a high percentage escaped. The Germans also suffered casualties from the attack. 2 of the fighter escort and 2 Mosquitoes were lost, one of them Group Captain Pickard's. He died leading probably the most successful operation of his gallant and brilliant career. The breached walls were 20 feet high. Through the gaps, friends of the Allies made good their escape.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more fascinating short stories.